is what? A terrorist? Biggest threat to the country, right? Can anybody name one time an Arab was shot in fear of his life? Anytime in all of American history, shot by police. Nah. An Arab. Aren't they bombers? Right? They're terrorists. Aren't they known to be terrorists?
That's what we hear.
So why, when you roll up on an Arab, you're not expecting him to have a missile in his trunk?
That's right.
And you don't shoot him by mistake because you're in fear of your life.
That's right.
But when you roll up on me in my grandmother's backyard, I pull my phone out, I get 17 shots. 17? Aren't you trained to shoot below the waist? Aren't you trained to fire one shot? Why are you reloading your gun? And I'm one man. Go on, brother.
But they're not doing it here, but they're going to their country and bombing them out there.
What do you mean, like the army? What do you mean, the Arab? What are you talking about?
You said how many Arabs have been shot here in this country? I don't know that, but they go to the Middle East and they bomb them. They go into their house and kill them.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, now you're talking about, I'm referring to the fact that we are living in America, or the corporation that we refer to as America. And number one, what they do on the other soil, that's business. That's a whole nother level. Because remember, war is huge business. They supply both sides with weapons. Whoever wipes each other out is fine, and then guess who gets the land? War is business. So that's a different aspect, brother, but that's a good point. I'm talking about right here and now. I'm talking about how me and you have the same potential to get shot by going to the corner store at the wrong time of night, and we can lose our life. That's what I'm talking about.
That's true. That's real. That's real.
So my main point, to not take too much time here, my main point is we need to understand that we are the original people of this planet. We have civilized this planet for thousands to millions of years before there was any form of, as a matter of fact, science has already proven that 10,000 years ago, there was not one single blue eye on the planet. Science has proven this. Not one blue-eyed person. So what does this tell you? If I can show you the Zing Empire, Z-I-N-G-H, that literally goes back 20,000 years in Central Africa. If I can show you the scrolls of Manetho, who was a Egyptian Greek priest in Kemet during the time when the Greeks invaded, and he has scrolls going back 30,000 years pre-dynastic Egypt. But you mean to tell me that we're all equal and we're all one, when literally there was no such thing as a white man on this planet when we was in complete rule all over it? So my main point is, we have to understand that we're not the same. We have to stop expecting anything from them at all. It's not about hate. It's about knowing who you are and knowing what they are. I don't hate a lion. I don't hate a tiger. I don't hate a wolf. I don't hate a rat. I don't hate a roach. But I damn sure want none of them motherfuckers in my house. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want them in my house. I don't want them eating with me. I don't want them doing anything with me, because we've already seen how many times white people have tried to train lions and tigers, live amongst them, and 10 years later get eaten up by them. And there's nothing wrong with that tiger. That tiger is doing its nature. It's a carnivore. It's a predator. And we have to understand that this European, this recessive, is a parasite by nature. There's no time in the recessive history that it has not fed off someone else's culture. If you go into Greek history, you will find out the reason why they went into dark ages after the Romans is because they didn't come up with their civilization. When the Nordics got to South Europe, which you want to call Greece and Crete, they found a civilization already there, which was the Etruscans, the Minoans. You can look all this up, and we talk about jet black people. They slaughtered the men, raped the women, and that's why Greeks today look like mulattoes. Now, they'll show you movies. I was watching Alexander the other day. They'll show you movies with a blonde. There's no such thing as a blonde Greek. If you type in Greek in your phone and look at the population of Greeks, none of them got blonde hair. So what the hell are you talking about? You're making up a myth to try to sustain this beauty of blonde hair and blue eyes, which only belongs to the Nordic. And then the red hair belongs to the Germanic. And if you do their history, it's even more sicker than the Greek history and the Roman history. So to wrap this up, to not take too much time, my main point is understand who you are. Understand that you are the original architect. You are the original scientist. You're the original alchemist. You're not just we walking around, oh, we was kings and queens. That was 1% of the population. That was 1% of the population. You was an agriculturist. You was botanist. You was alchemist. You was so many different things that gave birth to these nations and civilizations and empires all around the world. You are the original Ainu. A-I-N-U. Look it up. Ainu. Those are the original people that settled China and Asia. Jet black, woolly hair, chinky eyes. Even to this day, if you look up the Twa, T-W-A, or the Bantu, they have chinky eyes and high cheekbones. They not mixed with nothing. And they in Central Africa. Light skin, they lighter than me. Naughty nappy hair. Look at the Buddha. His hair is nappy. You see what I'm saying? So your evidence is all around the world, but it's being depressed. Because if you find out how powerful and how divine your ass is, you might take off that European suit. You might not want that European car no more. You might not want to fucking make your hair look like fur anymore. You see what I'm saying? You might want to wear something that represents yourself every single day. You see what I'm saying? So on that note, I'm gonna cut that short. Mine ascension. Oh, go on.
Before you go.
Yes.
So what happened to us? How did we get to?
I did a whole video called "How Did We Fall?"
Okay.
And one of the